My name is Jake.
And my name is Noah, also known as Animatronics Digital. Okay, so Jake, what is our
Topic.
topic for today? Also, before you tell them, the gameplay you're seeing now is of course not live. It's just something for your eyes to feast upon.
Yeah, because last week was kind of boring because I watched it a full hour and I was like bored out of my mind looking at my
Exactly.
face. So the topic for today, we have two topics. We're going to be talking about Microsoft's plan to actually, I think it's in effect. Yes, it is in effect. To open cross-platform play and the PlayStation VR, the info about PlayStation VR, how much it's going to cost and whatnot. So let's just begin with Microsoft and cross-platform play. That sounds like
Oh,
a good opener.
alrighty, that does. Yeah, you can lead into this. I'll just listen to you for the time being.
All right. Well, Microsoft they opened the Xbox One to cross-platform play with both PC and PlayStation 4, and the first actual game that utilize that, as we all know, is Rocket League. But the thing with Xbox opening its platform to the PS4, it may kind of how do you say it could alter sales for the PS4 because right now the PS4 really isn't on board with the whole idea, and I don't I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that, but isn't I'm not sure if this is true. I'm not sure if this is true. Isn't the Sony's motto power to the players, or is that Xbox One's?
Um, Power to the players. Who does that
That
sound like?
that's
Um,
we know nothing.
right. That's GameStop.
Is this a GameStop?
GameStop. All right.
Oh my god, that's kind of embarrassing to be honest. I call myself a gamer and I don't even know their fucking slogans.
Well, we're PC Master Racers, so it's all right. We don't
Oh
walk
my
into
god,
GameStop like ever
that
for
that is
anything.
so bad. That is so bad. I
uh,
am forever like embarrassed. Okay, my power to the play. Okay, anyways, well, their slogan is something gamerish, and I don't know. Actually, let's look up their freaking slogan. PlayStation slogan 2016. Let's see what it is. Oh, let's see what their slogan is. You know what? I really don't care, but I do know they try to trademark Let's Play, so I'm just trying just trying to pick myself off the ground right now. Let's see
Ready
what their
you are.
slogan is. What is your slogan? What is your
Um,
slogan, Sony? Wait, maybe I can find it in Google Images. See the future? Is that it?
I
This
have
is for
no
the
idea.
player.
I could care less about people's slogans.
Well, I'm trying to pick myself back
I
up off the
know,
ground.
I
Like
know,
I
I
just got hit by a
understand.
train.
Just nobody's gonna remember that within the next
I I,
five
I
minutes.
threw myself under the bus with that shit.
You did,
Someone who
you
sees
did.
this is just going to be like, this motherfucker.
Right. It
What?
was
What?
like,
I should not kill him.
AKA, what? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, either way, they they want. I'm stuck on this, man. Okay, so not Microsoft. PlayStation isn't on board with the whole idea because this is what Microsoft said. It says we are enabling developers to support cross-network play. This means players on Xbox One and Windows 10 using Xbox Live will be able to play with players on different online multiplayer networks, including consoles and PC networks. Of course, it's up to the game developers to support this feature. We're thrilled to confirm that Psytronics, is that the developers for, is that how you say it?
yeah,
For the
that's how you
developers
say
of
it.
Rocket
That's how you say
Oh,
it. That's how
okay,
you say
sweet.
it.
Will be one of the first games to take advantage of this new capability by enabling cross-network play between Xbox One and PC players with an open invitation for other networks to participate as well. What they're doing there is they're not what other network is there? to game on. Besides, like we know Rocket League isn't on the Wii.
Oh no, it
So
would be
they're
so.
mentioning Sony without mentioning Sony. And what Sony did, they came back and this is what they said. PlayStation has been supporting cross-platform play between PC and several software titles, starting with Final Fantasy 11 on PS2 and PC back in 2002.
What does that even mean? Because
Yeah, I don't
I
understand either.
do they mean you can play it on both PC?
This is
And 'cause I don't remember that being a multiplayer game.
yeah, this
Although,
you have a
hmm
point, and this is what it sounds like to me when they say that. Okay, cross-platform. What do you call like what's a good game? It doesn't have to be a good game.
it's like Doom.
NBA 2K. Okay,
Okay,
that's technically a cross-platform game because it's across all
technically,
platforms. And I think
yeah.
this is where PlayStation is kind of being retarded. They're like, "Oh, we've been supporting cross-platform for years."
At least that's what the article makes it sound like, and this
Well,
is from GameSpot.com.
yeah, true. GameSpot is pretty. I don't like GameSpot, but this is where it's from.
Well, they have a reputation to uphold, so while they should be accurate, I don't know about because it makes them sound like they're like having a mental deficiency when they make that statement, and I can't believe they actually say something
Okay,
that.
this is what Sony continued to say. We would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers or developers who are interested in cross-platform play. It was kind of like it I don't I don't know what they're saying with that, but maybe it's like a message to Xbox to hey, let's talk about it. But they seem kind of cocky too, with like, oh, we've supported this since
That's the vibe.
2002.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
But the thing is, that's not the cross-platform play they're talking about. I think it's going over Sony's head. I don't know, but I feel like this needs to happen. This really does because if you think about it like this. Okay, so the Xbox One and the PS4. What are those? They're consoles, but what are they closest to than console? They're closest to a low end PC. They've got especially the Xbox since basically actually it's Windows 10.
Yeah, it's got an 8-core processor,
I
probably
don't
like
give a
an AMD.
shit.
It's like an AMD one, and an
Yeah,
8-core
it's an
AMD will
APU,
get crushed by a quad-core Intel, but that's another discussion.
but that's an APU. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about how like,
Mhm.
but it's just what the hell was I saying? God damn it, you threw me off. I was saying something. No
You're,
shit.
you're saying something right now. You're saying how this needs to happen
Oh yes,
because
this
they're
needs to
like low
happen.
end.
Okay, since the PS4 and Xbox, they're technically low end PCs, and since what the fuck, I get off my desk. I'm being overthrown by ants because they want to come inside because it's cold and outside right now. But anyways, they're technically low. they're low end PCs. Okay, and it makes sense to. And okay, let me stop myself right there. They're low end PCs, and moving forward with consoles, they're gonna start looking more and more like PCs as we progress. Because right now, Xbox is wanting to be able to upgrade the Xbox One. What other platform has upgrades PC? Okay,
Right.
they're
And
trying
it's
to
like,
turn.
honestly, the lines are gonna be merged, sort of like your kid, because I'm not having kids, but your kid when he grows up, he might not
Not
know
like
the
that.
he might not know the difference between PC and Xbox. They might be the same to him. They might just be literally PC, like for as far as gaming's concerned. Actually, no, that's not true. Why am I lying? Console has yet to catch up. They just got HD. Like they
Yeah.
just barely got HD with this generation of consoles, and we have 4K, so that's a lie. But I'm just saying, like as far as the base usability, as far as games go, if you don't really care about res or anything, PC
Mhm.
and console might start looking pretty similar to the next generation of kidulings.
Okay, well, if we're gonna talk about like advancement real quick. Well,
Mhm.
since like I've only been gaming on PC for about 4 years now, but I've heard that back on Windows Vista, that was like the worst platform to play games on. Well, PC wise, like the worst operating system. Games were buggy as hell. Nothing
Vista was
ran
buggy.
right.
Like Windows 7 was the Vista Vista was supposed to be.
Yes, and what I've read around, since I haven't been in PC gaming for too long to earn my stripes. Well, god damn it, it left my mind. Oh, my mind's terrible today. But what is it? God damn it! It was there. It was there, and then it left. Okay. Collect yourself, Jake. Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay, so PC gaming back then was. Why are we talking about PC gaming? Okay, anyway, let me just finish my thought. PC gaming back then was really difficult, and it wasn't really streamlined. It was drivers and all that shit. Nobody liked to do it. Games didn't run well. But coming into like 2016, it's become more console-like. It's become more like obtainable and understanding. So people
Especially
can
with
just
Steam.
especially with Steam. So not console, PC has kind of evolved in towards console, but it still is staying PC, while console is coming over to kind of the PC realm in a way. So it's making an odd shift. So that's why oh wow, this kind of like came together perfectly for what I had to say. So this is, yes, golf clap. Yes. The crowd goes wild.
Oh.
So this is a kind of a good thing if games start supporting cross-platform play. It's basically the PlayStation, the Xbox. Those are PCs basically, and we're on PC, and it'd be nice for you to be able to play games with all your friends. Now I understand that Xbox and what is it, PS4 are completely different platforms, and it may affect sales, because think of it like this: your friend has a PS4, right, and he wants you to play a game with them. Oh, I'll go out and buy a PS4. Oh wait, we have cross-platform play for those games we want to play. It may affect those sales, which is maybe why Sony is just kind of hesitant about it.
Right.
I'm not sure, but that sounds like Sony.
There is one thing though that with crossplay, so unless they start making, okay, so if you want to play with your friend, right, you're gonna call them, at least as a PC player, you're gonna call them on Skype in order to like play the game together. Like Skype and playing a game go hand in hand. With consoles, however, that's not the case really.
That's a good point. How the hell are you gonna
Exactly.
connect?
And the thing is, there is the Skype app for Windows 10, but honestly, I have not met an Xbox user yet that has that actually like uses it in sync with playing a game.
Actually, I know one guy. I used to play with them a while back when the Xbox One first came out. He loved that Skype thing.
Nice. Well, I mean, that's just one thing that they have to make sure people know, because that's definitely going to slow it down. Like, you're going to be less likely to cross-platform with your console playing friend if he doesn't have a viable means of communication. At least that's the way
definitely.
I am.
Yeah, definitely. That is a good point. Like, how are they going to do that? You know what? I'm just happy that this is happening, but I'm kind of mad that Sony's being stingy.
Right.
Like,
GameSpot might be biased as well.
Yeah, true.
They're making Microsoft look like they're extending an open hand, trying to move things forward for the good of the both companies, but that's not the Microsoft I know.
Well, Phil Spencer, like he wants gamers just to enjoy games. He wants everybody to experience it. That's the vibe I get from him. He doesn't want there to be any barriers, and I think this is why he did it. He's like, you know what? I want all the players to be able to play with each other. Let's break down these walls and just be one big community. That'd be awesome. That'd be freaking bananas. One thing I wouldn't agree with is bringing cross-platform play into like a first-person shooter, just because like keyboard, mouse,
yeah, they're
controller.
going to wreck on them.
Yeah, see, like if it's more of a co-op game, I can understand.
Like, well, Metal Gear
Like,
Solid.
That's co-op.
If it were co-op, I'm sure it has to be. I don't know.
We're not really sure. But games like what game? Like what is it? Borderlands. That'd be cool.
Tale of Two Cities.
What cities? What's this? What's this game you speak of?
Oh, it's a game that debuted back in like 2012. It was only for console, but it was co-op, and it prided itself on the fact that it was interactive co-op.
Okay. Never heard of it, but sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I want it to happen so bad, and it's going to. I just want Sony to hop on board and stop being assholes.
Well,
because
thing is, like I said, though, we have to make sure, because GameSpot is.
It doesn't matter. It just sounds like something Sony's going to do, because they're in the lead, right? So they're gonna be cocky, like, we don't need you guys. We don't need you.
Are they in the lead though?
Yeah, console sell wise, yes. Yeah. And the thing is, I could have swore something like this happened like not too long ago, when they got really cocky. Oh yes, that's what it was. The backwards compatibility. I remember Sony doing this. Okay, so someone asked about backwards compatibility. I believe on Twitter they asked Sony, or like a CEO or something. They tweeted them, and he's like, "No, we don't want to focus on the past. We want to move forward." It was something like that. Don't quote me on it. What does that sound?
What?
My son's crying. I'm gonna pretend like I don't hear him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have more important stuff. At least I did, definitely.
And then Microsoft, they came along. They're like, you know what? We're gonna support this backwards compatibility, and they out the gates they supported so many games, which, you know, I give them their props. Like, that's cool, because normally when you upgrade a console, you're not going to be able to play your old games. But Microsoft doing this, it was a good thing. And then Sony came along. You're like, you know what? We're going to do that too. But guess what? We're going to make you buy these games on the freaking store. And instead of PS3 games, we're going to put PS2 games on there. It's just like, that's taken a step back even further, if you ask me. And when you're talking about you want to focus on the future, Jesus Christ, you went back 2 generations. What the hell?
True.
You could have just had a PS3 game streamed, because I know it's going to be hard with that architecture, because it's a little more complicated than the Xbox 360s, I believe, which is why most multi-platform games, or should I say cross-platform games, as Sony wants to put it, ran worse on the PS3. So just stream it. Jesus Christ, it's not that hard. I don't know, to be honest. That's all you have to do. Come on, man. Come on. That's all you gotta do. But what are your thoughts on the whole situation? Like, what do you want to happen?
Well, I honestly couldn't care, because as a PC as like literally,
like, with that aside, dude, like, don't you have friends that have PS4s and Xboxes?
No.
Really? Do you have friends? You don't have any friends?
The only friends I have play PC, because I meet the majority of them through Steam.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean friends you game with, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I do have a really good friend who is console primarily, but he also uses Steam because Team Fortress 2. So, I mean, sort of like, and he and I don't even play the same games, actually.
Okay, so he's just there to be on your friends list.
In a way.
Well, for me, like a large number of my friends, they don't have PCs. They play on console. So I would love for me to be able to play with my good friends.
Right.
It's just I don't want to go out and buy a console.
That. Yes, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's only like personally for me, because I myself don't really care too much.
You don't
But
care about anything though. You're a
no,
monster.
no, I actually don't. um, but
Monster.
but
Monsters.
but I can see the very good selling point. Like for both companies, there's no way they're not gonna make money off of this.
What do you mean?
I was saying there's no way they're not gonna
Oh.
make money off of the fact that you can cross-platform. Like
That is true because
so I think it's a good business deal, honestly.
well, another thing to bring up is how they're going to connect the Xbox servers with the PS4 servers.
Well, basically,
I don't even think it went over that in the articles.
Well, the thing is, it's sort of like this. Like, I'm thinking the way it would work would be like how PC games work now with servers. You have a different PC than me. Your setup's entirely different, but we can play the same games simply because we connect to one central server,
okay,
or
but
we can host, or I can host.
But that's the thing. When it comes to PC, we're not we're not always connected to a server. We're on our own landline, right?
Right.
And when we connect to a game, we're connecting to that game server. See, when you're on, what do you mean?
With Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, peer to peer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with speedrunners.
Why would like that's
that's
like
also
the most random game.
No, I'm just saying that's also peer to peer because
okay.
So that's one way it could be handled.
Okay, but either way, the person playing the game, they're technically the server for the time being, and people are connecting to them, and that's the only way people are able to connect to them. But when you're on the Xbox One and the PS4 and you go online, you are always going to be connected to an Xbox server or a PS4 server. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I do.
So
they can find a workaround for that.
So it's just like, what? How you gonna do this?
Well, it looks like they've already worked that out.
I don't know, because Sony's response is just, oh my god.
But the thing is, so they didn't put really the full statement. They just put like a couple sentences, and I'm pretty sure a lot more went on in that interview than just a couple flippant responses.
Okay. Well, this is another thing that Microsoft had to say. Developer and director Chris Charla said, in addition to natively supporting cross-platform play between Xbox One and Windows 10 games that use Xbox Live. Oh wait, I already said that. I'm just reading a different article. Whoop, right over my head. Ah, damn it. I feel dumb again. That's like the second dumbest thing I've fucking done so far. You know what? Jesus Christ, I need to take it. Okay. The sugary goodness. There we go. Okay, so my overall thoughts on this topic right here is just, Sony, stop it. Stop it, Sony. Stop. You're not cool. You're not cool at all. You need to learn what cross-platform play means, because from one GameStop, I don't care. This is what they said that they said, so this is what they said. You need to learn what cross-platforming is, man. We're not back in 2002. The PS2 barely even had online capabilities.
No, I'm guarantee GameStop's just trying to make someone look stupid, because these people are at the forefront of the tech when it comes to this stuff. Like, they know what cross-platforming means.
Oh, another topic to pick at in this cross-platforming. When it comes to competitive gaming, you think they're gonna cross-platform that?
Console CS:GO players.
No, not CS:GO.
Or I mean competitive game. Like, it depends on the competitive game, because you cannot have.
It's mainly going to be Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Like, how, like, that's fine. That's not like that. That's the least of my interest. But how is that going to work when it comes to competition and stuff? You're gonna walk into the competition. They're gonna just have a bunch of Xbox and PS4s laying around. It's like, pick your console, whichever one you like.
You can, because you can put a controller on a PC. I'm pretty sure that will just be all. It will all be one. Like, they host basically essentially LANs.
Oh, yeah.
And private games, so yeah, it's probably all gonna be one.
I forgot about that they did the LAN so there's no lag.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind.
Yeah, it's cool.
But either way, there is still a competitive league when it comes to online gaming, because you can go to like what is that website called where you can just what is it? What is it? It's MLG. They have they have a website where you can just um start create matches against you and another team. Let's say you do this for fun, or you're serious about it. You have a team, you can challenge other teams. So would that make it possible to challenge other teams on other platforms if they enable this? Because that would be pretty cool. Because if you think about it, if they do this, that'll bring so much, I don't know, I would say diversity
True.
to the gaming community when it comes to competitive, or at least online competitive. In that case, not like tournament fucking crazy Dorito finger monster drinking assholes. I don't know why I called them assholes, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic, and it's quite interesting because you have your PS4 teams, you have your Xbox teams, and they're clashing at it. That's dope. It's fucking awesome. What are your thoughts on that? You're being really quiet today, by the way. It's making me feel really awkward.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, like I said, in the end, it's a good monetary decision for both companies. I could not care less. But
you need to stop caring less, man. You have to be interested. You can't just be pro PC. Like, I'm pro PC all the way, but like if something's happening in like the gaming community that's going to affect it, I'm going to be interested in it, because at heart, where did I start as a gamer? I started on the Nintendo NES. So
I can only view it as either a good monetary decision for the company or a bad one.
So wait. So where did you start? How did you start gaming? Where did you start gaming
PC directly.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, that's the way it started.
Okay, when did you start gaming on PC?
Let's see. About 8 years ago, 2007. I started right when I started in earnest playing for just sport, right when Modern Warfare 3 came out.
The worst game of all time.
It was pretty Modern Warfare.
How old were you?
I have no idea. Honestly,
so you're 8 now.
Anything that is before 2015 just does not matter.
It does matter.
Well, not to me, but
because damn it. Because think about it like this: the NES, saved the gaming. What do you call it? I just said they saved gaming basically. So if it wasn't for the NES, we probably wouldn't have games today, because I think there was a gaming stock market crash. I don't really know, and then the NES brought it out of that slump and made people like start buying games again. So if you have to thank anything for gaming nowadays, you have to thank a console.
Nah, well, for nowadays, the time's over. I have no thankfulness to them. I don't have.
Wow, you're really stingy. Do you work for Sony?
Well, the thing is, I don't have innate thankfulness to any company. They're just they don't really care about the health of the community. They care about the health of their wallets, and that's what it's supposed to be.
Honestly,
Anybody who
I believe it with Sony right now, because they're really cocky. They're like, we don't need to do any of this.
Well, the thing is, like, that's the way it's supposed to be. Anybody who tells you they're doing it just because they like you so much is lying to you.
I feel that Phil Spencer does it just because he's a gamer himself, and he loves it. And I feel like he loves the Xbox community. I feel that. I mean, I guarantee when he's playing his Xbox One, or if he has one, I don't know. I guarantee he does, since he's like the head of Xbox. He probably has like 700 in his apartment or his giant house that's made of gold.
Like, did you okay, were you tracking with the Xbox on launch?
Wait, what?
Were you tracking with their statements on launch? Because they single-handedly destroyed any iota of thinking that they cared remotely about
that was different, because that was a different CEO at the time. Phil Spencer took over later on.
Well, I know what Microsoft is. Microsoft. I
But
doubt they really care very much about the
no, like
gamers.
I feel
It's
like Phil Spencer does because he's a gamer himself, and I feel like he would want a game on a platform that others that the entire Xbox community would want to play too. And since I feel like he himself, I don't know
Mhm.
much about the guy, so don't quote me on this. I feel like he's his own, what do you call it,
He's a
customer.
maverick.
He's his own customer in a way, I feel. So he wants a good experience just like anybody else. So I feel like he does care about his community. That I can't say about the PS4 at all
Well,
because I don't know much about the PS4 besides
well,
it being having good
it's
sales.
just that for me, I don't really have too much of an opinion. It's only if it's a good, like, what are you ingesting?
My strawberry Cinnabon
Oh, okay.
e-juice.
I just remembered. Okay. I was gonna say though, honestly, I only think about things in terms of is it good for monetarily, basically. Is it good? If it's not good, then it's a stupid idea, but if it is good, it's a good idea. And this is a very good idea to bring cross-platforming together. That is just a good idea for all parties involved.
The thing is, this should have been a thing a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I remember back in the Xbox 360 days, I'm like, why don't they have
I think they had
cross-platforming?
a couple of games that had cross-platform. I'm not sure though. But this should have been a thing forever. Once online gaming became a thing, I think that was with the Xbox, right? I mean, the PS2
Yeah,
had it. I really don't
with
remember.
the PC, when it came into its own around Quake and whatnot, and Doom, like, PC had no problem with its onlineness.
Well,
But
that's a different story because that was a whole different market at the time.
true.
PC gaming. It was more of a since PC gaming was more expensive back then. People really didn't
Well,
pay too much attention to it, and they're
true,
like, "Hey, I can
'cause
buy a console and play games." So, and normally the console experience was great.
yeah, but those are the types of people I don't associate with.
Wow, you are shady, dude.
Not
Come on, man.
really. Not really. I just
I,
like my partners to be like-minded.
I still message my friends on Xbox Live with the Xbox Live app on my on Windows 10. Every now and then, I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up? Are you getting a PC yet?" Well, now they probably won't need to since this is the thing. So I'm just like, "Yeah, keep your Xbox. I'll play with
Well,
you over
yeah.
here."
I mean, honestly, to be serious though, if you're a content creator, you need a PC. But if you're a gamer purely, just to play the games, console's gonna do you fine.
Oh, well, that's if you don't care about anything like the frame rate and stuff. But that's a different
Right.
story again.
It is. If you don't play competitive games like Counter Strike,
Counter Strike is
competitively.
ass, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that. You guys tried to fucking force me to play that yesterday, wasn't it? And I wasn't having it. Hell no.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
if you play any competitive, if you play reaction based games, I dare a console player to beat the best mouse and keyboard user.
I'm the best mouse and keyboard user.
Hmm.
I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm not that great with the mouse and keyboard.
But
And I've been 4 years under my belt. I'm still trying to
liter-
figure this shit out.
literally for me, it's secondhand. It's just like talking in English or talking in Espanol.
Yeah, well, I started on console and I was gaming on console for like 16
This-
years, so so it's kind of hard to pick up something new that you're not used to. Like I'm good at it with certain games.
Mhm.
It's just with every game that it like first person shooter wise, I'm fucking a beast when it comes to third person shooters with keyboard and mouse. I fucking love it. But when it comes to first person, every game feels different. Like sensitivity wise and just the overall feel compared to the
Yeah,
console.
because they are. They definitely. Compared to console, I wouldn't know about that, but I do understand where you're coming from. But yeah, like I myself have no emotional investment in anything that's going to happen, like ever. So,
You need to get out more. I'm just
well,
kidding.
but that's
So, all right, what's your overall just feelings on this? You have none. My feelings are this needs to happen because I want to play with my friends who have an Xbox One and PS4 because I
Well,
have a few of them.
it's eventually gonna happen, whether it's now or 10 years from now.
So
That is the
my
future.
words to Sony: Sony, stop being a dick. Just open your doors, open your legs, spread them open. Let Xbox into your box. See what I did there? Box like a vagina.
Disgusting.
That Okay, so that topic we just like beat it with a stick, and it's kind of dead now. But onto the Sony PlayStation VR. There's a release date. Oh, there's a release date. Didn't know that. Release date and price. I didn't read up on this too much. I know someone. What was his name? Oh, is it Dr. Blue? He asked us to do a little more research, but we do this on the fly because we don't. Me myself, I don't have a lot of time to do research, so I kind of do it while we're live streaming. But then, and I sometimes I do when I'm at work. Shh, don't tell no one I do that at work. Please don't. I get in trouble. But okay, there's a release date. Let's see when this thing is being released because I have no idea. Okay, there's not an official release date, like a date, but there is a date, like this year, more of a month, but not the actual date of the month. The PlayStation VR will be released on October 2016. Cool.
Nice.
And the price for this, get this, is $399. All right, that's not bad for VR, but
price of a console.
Yeah, basically. So
or
let's
maybe like what, a 970 graphics card.
Yeah. So the other thing is this is where they get you. Oh, cool. Okay, someone who has a PS4 already. Like, oh, cool. I want to. Oh my God, another ant. Oh my God. They're like, hey, that's cool. I want to get a PlayStation VR headset so I can play some virtual reality games, bro. It's gonna be so cool, right? But the thing is, from what I've read in the past like 5-10 minutes, you have to have that PlayStation eye camera or whatever it's called, the thing that costs $60. So on top of that $399, you're gonna be spending. What's that sound? What was that? Hold up. Okay, I don't know what it was. You're gonna be spending another $60, so that's $460, right? And then they say it's optional, but I know Sony, you're going to need it. Like probably 99% of the time. You know the PlayStation Move controllers,
right?
They say that's optional. I don't know how much those are, but I guarantee it's probably about the price of a controller. I would think so. You think so?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you add that up, it's going to be around $500 something, $520, something around there. And you look at the other VR headsets that are on the market right now. All right, those are high end. Those are going to get you the virtual reality experience you're going to want. So you look at the VR PlayStation, the Sony, the PlayStation VR. Okay, that's $399. PlayStation camera, that's about $60. So the price of a game, so about $460 plus the Move. Yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, okay, 510. Let's just say it's 510. And then what if someone doesn't have the console, right? Another $350. That's almost $1,000 What the like, really?
Well, I mean, if they want the frontline experience for games, then
but
they're going to.
That's
like. I think it's worth it, honestly. If they're willing to pay it, then it is worth whatever the consumer is willing to pay.
But that's the thing.
Because things don't have innate value, and anyone who's telling you they do or is trying to sell you something, like it's willing whatever they're willing to pay.
But that's the thing to me. I feel like the PlayStation VR should have been $299, just because. If you look at the higher end VR headsets, the HTC Vive is going to be $600, and wait, no, the Oculus Rift is going to be $600, and the HTC Vive is going to be $800. That's a lot of fucking money, to be honest. Jesus Christ, you're going to get the best experience in virtual reality that you're gonna get from anywhere if you pick between those two headsets. It's just personal preference at that point. I'd probably go with the Oculus Rift, which is $600. It does look a little like, wait, what does it look like? Okay, yeah, I'd go with the Oculus Rift. Like just the aesthetics and how slim it is. That'd be my preference. But you're going to get the best experience with that. And then here comes Sony VR coming along, and it's what was it? $510, right?
Yeah.
$80 more, you can get a Oculus Rift. All right, I understand if you don't have a PC already, but still, you're going to charge basically a premium amount for something that isn't going to match up to the other premium products, because this is Sony's headset. It has to work with the console, right? There's no when there was rumors going around that there was going to be like this external brick thing that the headset plugged into. So it was kind of like I don't know, like an external graphics card or something like that. I'm not really sure that it plugged into to make it so you'd have a good virtual reality experience. But now that they're dropping that, you're just solely relying on the power that the console has, and that's not a lot. So you're gonna charge people. People are going to want to get it, and they're going to want you to buy the PlayStation Move fucking wands or whatever you want to call them. It's $510. That's ridiculous. That is just mind-boggling that they're going to try to compete with premium VR headsets when they're not premium themselves, and they even said it. And I guarantee it's not going to be like full 360. I don't know. I don't know too much about the fucking headset.
There's no way it can't be full 360 VR's VR.
I don't know. That it might be 170. Maybe they're cutting corners.
No, like, you don't have to worry about that. Honestly,
But it's just, why do that? That I feel like that's bad business. I guess when you say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, once again, I doubt they care about taking the market. They just want their slice of it.
And that's another thing I think. Okay, so you've got all three headsets, right?
Hi.
Are there going to be more than the HTC and Oculus?
There's probably gonna be so many.
Wasn't Razer making one as well?
I have no idea.
I know. I remember hearing about all these headsets. I'm like, oh my god, this is just like oversaturation to its like the craziest extent. That the market's just going to be filled with fucking goggles that people put on their face to play video games and run and look fucking stupid. Like I'm probably not going to buy into VR this early just because I'm not too sure about it. But I know that, yeah, I think Razer is making one. But god damn it, what was I gonna say? I went off. My train of thought went away again. Oh my god! Say what you said last time. What'd you say?
I do not remember.
We're terrible.
Not really. I was just. It's just that, like.
Yes.
I said they only want their slice of the market. They don't want to.
Oh,
they don't
there we
want
go.
to.
Came back to me. Thank you, man. Thank you. You brought it back to me. Okay, so. There is one way that this will be, in my opinion, that this would make, that the PlayStation VR would fly off shelves, because it's at a low price point, right? Just for the headset, it's $400, and you look at the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, they're both near almost $1,000 if you think about it. Just round it off, $1,000. Yeah, rounded off $500. And what Sony should do, in my opinion, is have some sort of you buy it and have some sort of driver for PC, so you can use it on PC for the low end VR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that like, yeah, I really...
I mean, yeah, I do know what you're saying. I mean, pretty sure there's a whole bunch of copyright issues and licensing issues and stuff to work around.
They're a big corporation. PC is an open source, so you can do whatever you want. So I don't think there'd really even be licensing that or anything. Do you think so? Since it's an open platform. That's a trick. That's a trick.
Well, the thing is, like, unfortunately, while PC is an open source, games are not.
True, but then again, it's VR, so if it supports VR, you can use your VR headset. You know what I mean?
No, that's not. Like, you can make things very hardware specific if you try.
Yeah, true.
Sort of
But,
like how, yeah, you can make things very hardware specific.
like I understand when with the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift,
Hmm.
I know they have specific what is it? Um, I'm really bad today. I feel really dumb today. um, they have certain requirements for your system requirements. They want you to at least have a 970, but that's just to give that headset enough power to display what it needs to display and do what it needs to do. But like I said, if you bring the PlayStation VR into the PC market, that's a lower end device. It's not going to need too much power since shit, it's playing on a PS4 for Christ's sake. You might be able to freaking play it on a low end PC that costs $300-$400, and fuck it, oh my god, and that would be a great market to get into virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
Yeah.
You're being really quiet. You need to say something, man. It's throwing me off.
Oh no, I'm just saturating. No, I'm just
Absorbing the things I'm saying.
basically. But I'm doing this thing where I'm listening, and I'm listening. That's basically all I'm doing.
But yeah, that would be like the virtual reality salute. Like that would cater to so many people, because think about it like this: you and me. Do we have $800 to throw at?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
No, the thing is like I spent, what was it?
Oh yeah, you don't pay rent or anything, do you?
I do.
How much do you pay for rent?
I'm not gonna discuss that on stream. I paid what was it, 650, 700 on for my video card. It just depends. If I think something's worth $1,000, I will spend $1,000 on it. Like if I think it's worth it, I don't really care how much it is. If something's
just wait, man.
No, the thing is like until what? The thing
wait.
is, like, there are some things I will buy for a certain amount of money, and then there's some things I just won't because I don't care.
Okay.
For example, I would not buy a diamond ring if it were $200, because
Wait, how many carats is that diamond?
well, the thing is, like, if it dropped down in price from 2,000 to 200, I might buy it so that when it goes up in price, I can resell it at a higher value. But aside from its innate, aside from just buying it, I wouldn't waste $200 on a ring. I just wouldn't. I don't care. I don't want a diamond ring. Like,
Okay, so what you're saying?
Yeah,
what you're saying is that if something doesn't like cater to you, you don't care about it.
Right. Like, for example, the 980 Ti I bought, it was $650. If it were $1,000, I would have paid it.
Why? You could have just got a Titan.
No. I mean, in a world where the 980 Ti is $400-$500 more, I would have paid it.
Why?
Why wouldn't I have? I paid $650. It's just that it's worth that amount of money.
It's really not, though.
Yes, it is.
What, you think it's worth $1,000?
Then no, I mean, in a world where it was
What
that much
world
money,
is
I would have
this?
paid it. Like
third world.
My point is, like, no matter how much money it was, up to of course a certain limit, I definitely would have paid it. Like what doesn't matter.
Okay, let's a normal consumer. All right,
A normal consumer can just buy a console. I don't really care what they buy.
God, you need to stop saying that you don't care, man.
I don't, though. I have no emotional investment in any of what anybody else does.
Jesus Christ.
Unless they're giving me money.
Okay, so I'm talking about the normal consumer who's going to be purchasing VR on PC, all right? They're probably not going to want to spend $700, $800, $600 for a VR
That's
headset.
their problem. They don't need
Listen. Jesus. They're not going to want to spend that because, yes, they may be interested, or they might not have a high-end PC, or, they just don't want to throw down $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm that kind of person. Like, if it's $1,000, it has to be and I'm saying it has to be completely worth it. Do I think it's completely worth it for VR? No, I don't think it's worth
No, that's what I mean. It's all in personal preference. You might not, but somebody else might. They might see it as the forefront of tech. It just depends on. I guarantee that people, $1,000 is cheap for this type of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's not cheap for me.
Well, I mean, it's cheap relative to what it does.
No, that's not cheap at all. I'm sorry.
Cheap is cheap. Like if you like, well, electronics themselves are cheap. Like $1,000 for a fully working VR setup, that is very like
okay,
that's
reasonable. I can see that.
Yeah.
Like if it came with like the computer and everything. Okay.
No, just the VR, just the add-on. That's like that's like
bucks. That's too steep.
Then how's a Titan X worth $1,000 then?
Okay, that's worth $1,000 because for one, you probably already have your PC set up, right?
True.
And that's allowing you to play the games.
Okay, so you don't buy a Titan to play games.
I understand, but you can't do it.
Right,
it's for rendering.
Right.
And okay, you got the headset, right? You buy the headset for $1,000. What the fuck are you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, oh yeah, I bought it. Oh wait, no,
it's sort of like essentially, it's sort of like spending $1,000 on monitors.
Well, you can freaking get a Google Chromecast and watch TV on them.
Well, the thing is, it's sort of like if you got like 300, like the top of the line gaming monitors at 120 hertz, etc., V-Sync, blah blah blah, range about $300 to $400 depending on what size you get.
Wait, and what world are you in when they cost $300, $400?
Well, this one, well, either way, however much
that's cheap, bro.
And the thing is, well, that's like they like if you get dual.
Are we in
monitors,
another world right now? That you're
no.
Okay,
no, if you pay if you want two of them for dual monitoring, you're gonna pay $1,000. So like that sort of enthusiasm is what they're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. They are looking for the enthusiastic gamer that is willing to do this. But when it comes to the person who's not too enthusiastic or just the what do you call those? I'd say an elitist.
They're casuals.
I'm a casual.
Well, that's what I mean. They're casuals. That's not really a slur. It's just what they are.
It's kind of an insult.
Well, it is, but that's just what they are. They're casual. They casually
casuals.
Play. Well, the thing is, honestly, those who don't think it's worth that amount of money, they're not looking to appeal to those type of people.
Yeah, but think about like I just said. Just think about the normal consumer who wants to, dip their toes into virtual reality. If Sony did this and allowed it to be on PC, it would sell like hotcakes. I guarantee it. Now, for those like elitists out there that want the best experience, yes, they're gonna go buy that HTC Vive. And for the people like me, if the PlayStation VR, they're probably not going to. This is just like a what if scenario. If they did this, I would buy into it because for one, it's relatively cheap to get into it. You won't have to buy the. Would you need a PlayStation camera? I wouldn't think you would. That's another question. Would you need would you need the PlayStation camber? I don't know.
For PC?
Yeah, do you need it for it to actually operate? Like I know you need it to operate for the
motion tracking software.
Yes. Wait, right here it says PlayStation VR requires the PlayStation camera, which is okay. So it is a requirement. Oh yeah, I just said that earlier. No shit. Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded sometimes. So if they did like release drivers and crap for it to work on PC, would you? Okay, you would need the VR, not the VR. You would need the PlayStation camera. That kind of would put Sony in an odd situation. They would just be like, how are we gonna do this? Unless they came out with a completely separate camera for PC, maybe.
Depends.
Or maybe you can use the Kinect as a sensor, maybe.
They'll find a way. I guarantee you, they will find a way.
Yeah, and I would buy into it just because it's cheaper. But if you needed all the same shit, I would probably go with the Oculus Rift, just because that's the closest thing that to the price. If you have to spend $500, it's just like might as well spend $100 and get the better experience. But this would cater to the mass amount of people who would want to try virtual reality if it did come to PC. And I feel like the PS4, the gamers on PS4, they're going to enjoy this a lot. I mean, this is something different. I mean, I know there was virtual reality back in the day, like the Virtual Boy, but I heard that was a complete and utter failure. So, but with this day and age, when it comes to virtual
Was
reality,
it called a Virtual Boy for real?
yes, it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it failed terribly.
Ah.
Terribly failed.
Well,
Like, I've never used one before, so I can't say so for myself. But virtual reality back in I think that the late '80s. Yeah, that's you could only do so much. You can only do so much. But now in this day and age, virtual reality, it yes, it's is it the time for virtual reality? I'm not sure.
no, it definitely is. Like, we've had the tech since the 80s. Like, it definitely is.
I just don't like, honestly.
We have to take baby steps if we're gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like virtual reality is gonna take off later on. Probably not now. Not now. Yes, people are gonna buy it. People are going to use it, but it's not. I feel like it's not going to take off till, like, I'd say like 2020 or something like that. I don't know.
It's only 5 years away, honestly.
But think about like this when it comes to like TVs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When like 4K first comes out, nobody buys it. Only the enthusiasts, right?
True, and then they lower
But
the price.
Yes, and let's say 5
Drastically.
years later, everybody has one. You get what I'm saying with that?
I do get what you said.
So I feel I feel like virtual reality is gonna be more like in more households in 5 years than it's going to be right now. Because yes, it is kind of a new technology in a way, because it's not going to be the same as like the Virtual Boy or anything like that. Because there's full 360 degree what do you call it?
Rotation.
Yeah, there we go. Rotation. There we go. On it, and I don't think that was available with the Virtual Boy. I don't.
See why it would be. I doubt that was something.
It was probably like 45 degrees and shit. You don't only like slightly left and slightly right. It's just like okay. There we go.
I'm imagining that, and that is a very
Wait,
hilarious.
you want to see a picture of the Virtual Boy? It looks freaking
Not
ugly.
really. Maybe they want to see it.
Virtual Boy. God damn it.
Virtual Boy.
Like, it looks so disgusting. Oh.
Well, then again, what time period was this? It
Like,
probably
this-
looked like top of the line
This thing
back
has
then.
this thing has its own fucking tripod.
No, what time point was this?
And I think the late 80s.
Okay, the thing is, think of the cars. There are very few cars, at least the consumer, that actually look. So it was probably cutting edge for the 80s, but this is 30 years later. It better not look cutting edge anymore.
Oh, there's something cool. That actually looks cutting edge. That looks pretty cool. But yeah, when it comes to VR, I'm for it. I'm just not right now. I'm not ready for it. I still love the old-fashioned the controller or the keyboard and mouse. I'm not ready to give those up. I mean, I know you still use them technically, but I know Oculus Rift have those things that you hold in your hands, kind of like the Wii nunchucks. And I'm just not ready to hand over my keyboard and mouse for virtual reality, because it would be cool for a first-person shooter. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to, since it tracks your head motion and how you bob your head and stuff, yeah, it's gonna be kind of difficult for me. Can't keep my head still. So, what are your thoughts on virtual reality?
It'll attract those it attracts, and those it doesn't, it won't appeal to. I myself personally could not care.
But let's say in 5 years,
I still won't care. I will like I would buy it to make it a selling point of my YouTube channel. Oh, look, I have VR Oculus Rift footage.
Okay, so
You guys want to see that, right? Well, then you're gonna sub because I have
okay,
content you want to see.
okay. So what's your favorite game?
Um, let's see. Okay, so there's games that are fads, and then
Oh,
so
like your all-time favorite game.
my all-time fave.
Yeah, I know it's really difficult.
Well, let's
Okay,
see. Counter
let's just
Strike
say
is definitely among them. Like it's
okay, no,
definitely
okay, a game that's not multiplayer.
um that doesn't exist. I don't really have an all-time fave. I could say Doom, but I don't really have an emotional connection to any of it. I just like it. It's not my all-time fave.
You're oh my goodness. Okay, pick you don't play single player games at all?
No.
Oh my Jesus. Oh my oh my God.
All the
The
games,
cringe.
all the games I play are multiplayer because I prefer the competitive aspect.
Like, I understand that. Okay. I know there are games that have competitive aspects, but they also have a single player experience.
Sure, I never played them. I didn't play I didn't play Modern Warfare single player. I didn't play Modern Warfare 3 single player. I didn't play Black Ops single player. I didn't play Titanfall single player. I didn't play Black Ops 3 single player. I only played the multiplayer.
Okay, so
That's the only reason I bought the
what
game.
game looks have you played Fallout 4?
I have.
Do you like that game? Do you like any of the Bethesda games?
It's a good game.
Okay, so out of all the single player games you've seen, which one looks the best to you?
Looks
And
as in,
like that would be an awesome game to play for a long time, and like you would buy it if they came out with a sequel.
Do you mean like visually? I mean,
No, just like visually, what the gameplay looks like and stuff
I
like
think
that.
Fallout 4 holds the title, but only because of the amount of content they managed to stuff into $60.
All right, there we got an answer out of you. Okay, you bought Fallout 4. You enjoyed it, right?
Right.
Okay, so what if Bethesda, they're like, hey, 5 years down the road, and they're coming out with Elder Scrolls, right? I guarantee you've played Elder Scrolls.
No, I have not.
What the? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. You haven't played The Legend of Zelda. You haven't played the Elder Scrolls. What rock have you been under? You make me want to cry, man. Okay. In 5 years from now, let's say they release Fallout 5. Okay.
Yeah.
But virtual reality has become more prominent in the industry, and literally every game is just virtual reality only. And
if it won't be virtual reality.
I'm saying this is hypothetical.
If it's hypothetically virtual reality only, if I want to play games, the only way I'm gonna have to play them is by buying a headset.
Okay, wait. I phrased that wrong. Okay, and let's say Bethesda is just like, hey, we're switching to virtual reality only. Okay, and they release Fallout 5 VR edition,
Right.
and the only edition available. Would you buy it? Would that get you
no,
into virtual reality?
It would not.
Okay, so let's say Counter Strike. They come out with Counter CS:GO.
They wouldn't do something that stupid.
Oh, you need to understand this is just hypothetical.
I know that, but I still wouldn't do it. It doesn't really matter what game it is.
Okay.
I don't like any.
It's Counter Strike one of your favorite games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what if they just trashed Counter Strike Go and they're like, fuck it, it's virtual reality only? Would that get you into virtual reality? This is hypothetical.
That's not the way it works.
Just, it's hypothetical, okay? So would you do it? Would that get you into VR?
No, it wouldn't. I just switched to another game that supported regular monitors, and then you're gonna say, "What if nothing?"
Well,
right?
Okay, would you just quit gaming or what?
No. You see, one of the main reasons I do it is because it's monetizable. You can make a YouTube channel off of it. So I do it not because I care, but because people want to see the footage.
Jesus, you are the
I
Fuck.
only I only care about making money. Like the only reason I do anything is because there's money involved.
Jesus
Um,
Christ,
I
you
don't.
are a monster.
Well, I mean,
Oh my
that's
God, you don't do anything because you enjoy it.
not really because money. When you don't have money, you won't enjoy anything.
I don't have money and I enjoy myself.
Hmm.
Money is not everything. You do have to realize that.
Uh,
Like,
I'd rather have a lot of it than none.
okay, here's my outlook. Wow, we're going way off topic here. We're getting like life fucking lessons and shit. Welcome to the One Up podcast. Here with life lessons. A new segment, and we should have like a little theme song. Da 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 da. Okay, here's my outlook on the thing with money. Yes, I love money, but am I happy? Like money does buy happiness. I will admit that like 100 times because like all the best things in life are free. I'm like, oh yeah, really? Was my computer free? That's fucking awesome, right? And then
Right.
like, was that car free? No. Is your house free? No. Is
Right.
living
Because
free? No.
yeah, the everybody who tells you that money is not important is lying to you. And
Definitely.
if
I'll
you
agree with
find
that.
out why they're lying,
But you don't need money to enjoy yourself.
I do.
You do?
I
You,
honestly do.
you can't just go out and just hang out with people and talk.
And I can, but I'd rather have money. Because the thing is, whether people tell you this or not, if you don't have money, like, they resent you. Like, they just do. That's just the way people
Jesus Christ.
are. If you are, you know, if you're in a position where,
Uh-huh.
yeah, well, I mean, it's just not, it's just the way people are. Like,
Uh-huh.
if you don't have, if people feel like they're sort of taking care of you in any way, shape, or form, it doesn't matter if you're just like if you're just poor being near them, they resent you. They just do. Anybody who tells you they don't is lying. Um, Honestly, I would rather take money over people any day of the week. $1 million
Man,
versus two of my best friends. Well, I have two less friends.
that's messed up. So you would rather have money than have friends.
Oh yeah, because with money you get friends.
Not
And the thing is,
necessarily. Look at
that they're not real friends, but real friends, you don't need real friends if you have money.
you say that now.
They
You
can
say
be
that
as
now.
they can be as fake as a $3 bill, and you're gonna get the same content out of them if they were really actually your friend.
That is fucked up, man. You could just replace someone with the
Yeah,
click
you
of a
could.
finger.
Everybody is the same.
Oh, okay.
Like we
So
are not individually special.
we are. Everybody has their own special traits and qualities, man.
If everybody has their own special traits and qualities, and being special is not special, it's commonplace.
Okay, so we have an engineer and we have an astronaut. There's nothing special about them.
No, because what they know, everybody could learn.
Not necessarily.
The
People
only
have
reason, the only
everybody's
reason,
different
well,
because
that is
think about it like
true.
this. People have their weak points. My weak point, I couldn't be an astronaut. Reason being, I'm scared of heights.
Wait, there are no heights in space.
But that's the thing. That's you're continuously falling technically, and I'm scared
Right.
of that. All
Are you
right,
scared of death?
I am
Well, what's there to be scared of in death? You're dead.
exactly like the world is there. I am no more in this world.
Right. But the thing is, you're gonna die whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I'm aware
So,
of that, but it's just like this is how I imagine it. Wow, we are way off topic, but we're gonna finish this. We're gonna
right.
finish this. This is
We're
how I
nearly
imagine
done
it.
anyway.
When I think about me not being around, I just think about it's just like I think about my family, right?
Right.
I'm not there to support them. I'm not there. My family, my friends, they're all gone
Right.
to
True.
me,
Right.
but they keep living. But I want to live with them.
Well, they're gonna die as well. Luckily.
Oh, gee, thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks so much. God, you're so fucking depressing.
Well, the thing is, like,
Oh my
it's like I
God.
like literally I myself could be replaced. Like there's
No one could
nothing.
replace me. I'm sorry.
Well, the
No
thing is,
one.
I'm just saying, I personally, like, I have no special traits. Like, but that's funny, like, anyone can be replaced, including me. Like, what I'm doing right now, you can easily get someone else to do.
Sorry, no one can replace me. I'm one of a kind, motherfucker.
But, it's not really bad, it's just the way it is.
Like,
There have been a
if
hundred,
you, if what do you mean by replace? Do you
like,
mean
I could die tomorrow,
like
and
replace what you're doing right now?
no,
Like,
I mean just as a person. Like I could die
no, okay, you
tomorrow.
cannot be replaced. I'm sorry.
No, I mean
Each,
I'm just saying I could die tomorrow, and after the usual bit of mourning people have for whatever reason, within what 5 years, within 20 years, nobody will care. Once everybody who knows me has died, nobody cares.
true.
So,
It's true in a sense, but
right.
you're still technically live on.
Uh, doesn't really matter to me. I'm dead.
Wow, man, you're a
So,
you are one depressing motherfucker.
well, it's
Jesus
just the
Christ.
way it is.
Wow, man. I thought I was heartless. Like that's my wife's nickname to me, kind of. She's always like, "Wow, you have no soul," because I'm always talking shit to everybody, and you're over here like, "Yeah, if I die, I don't give a fuck. I could be replaced. Nobody's special, nothing." But
Well,
let you fucking monster. What's wrong with you? Okay, let's get back to the whole Sony VR headset thing. Release this on PC, Sony. That'd be freaking awesome. I would love it. I would make you. I would make babies with it. Okay, no, I wouldn't. But I think that would be a good business plan, just because so Microsoft is getting into the whole PC business again. Like, well, Xbox. I think that's a whole separate division. And if Sony wants to compete with them, I think that'd be a good idea to do. Dip into the PC market with your own product.
all right.
You think
Oh, and
that?
also you were talking about the cost of it.
Oh yes.
If you look at the average console gamer, he has more than like 8 to 10 games in his library that he plays, and that is easily like $700 right there.
True.
So I mean, of course they probably won't have the cash to spend all in one lump sum, but I guarantee there's probably going to be payment plans for that sort of thing.
But that would be a good idea, because I
Yeah.
know Xbox back then had this thing where you could pay buy get an Xbox 360 but pay a monthly fee.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I mean, it's with a lot of things like cars.
Well, this is for a
houses.
console. They had this thing for I think it was with the Xbox where
Yeah,
you can technically rent to own it, and no, you pay $100, and then or something like that. I don't really remember how it went, but you were renting it, which was a cool thing, and I think you got to own it eventually. Now, if they did that with this headset, you know what? You know what's funny? They should do that with all the headsets. Shit.
right. And the only thing about renting to own usually is that usually over the course of payment, you end up
Yeah.
paying around 2 times more, or like you pay
Not 2
significantly,
times.
not 2 times more, but significantly
Jesus,
more.
I'd say
my
probably like 10 or 15% more.
Well, my cousin, he bought an Xbox from a pawn shop, and yeah, it's a pawn shop, but he rented to own it. It was from one of those rent to own pawn shops, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up paying, what was it, $500 in the end, and he only got one controller and no games.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, but
That's not worth it at all.
but
Then again, I bought the fucking Xbox for $500.
but that was new. That was brand new. I could see that
Day
but
one.
Yeah, he brought something that was worth like $300, so he spent about
Was this
40%
recent?
more than he needed. It was a couple years ago.
Okay, so
yes,
around when it first came out.
Yeah.
So okay, so
no,
was
a couple years. No, the 360.
what?
The 360 had been out for like several years. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
Why did he?
so, I don't know.
Um, does he live in your hometown still?
No, he
I was
lives
gonna say,
several states away.
like, go slap him for me because that is what? What?
Yeah.
That thing doesn't even have a full gig of RAM.
So, well, for $500, you can definitely get a decent PC.
You can buy fucking Xbox 360s for Christ's sake.
But yeah. So, what are we talking about?
You were talking about how there should be like
Oh
a
yeah,
payment
payment
plan.
plan. So,
That'd be awesome. Me personally, I'm a sucker for that kind of shit just because I don't like throwing out a large lump sum
well,
of
yeah,
money at
it
one time.
feels better to have more money, like paying
Mhm.
$60 a month rather than 600 all at once.
Yes.
It'll still get paid for. You still own it. If you have the money, then it's a sure way to have it. Like,
Actually, what would be a good idea on Sony's part is yes, bring it to PC. That'd be a great idea. But if they want to make even more money off their consoles, they
mhm.
should have a bundle.
Oh, they're
That,
definitely gonna do a bundle, no doubt
yeah,
about
yes,
that.
but like a bundle that you can make payments on.
True.
That would also make them a lot of money because there's those people out there that are living in a really rural area, a really dumpy area. Not gonna name anywhere. Not gonna name anywhere. They don't make a lot of money. Not gonna name anybody. No demographic is going to be mentioned. I'm just kidding. And they're gonna take their checks and just like they're gonna want one. They're gonna
Right.
want one.
Right.
Wow, I'm racist.
I know you
But
didn't name anybody.
and that's the kind of person that's probably going to go for it when it
Yeah.
comes to payment plans.
Right.
And they probably live next to a pawn shop. Oh God, I'm terrible.
And a gas station where there's like 40 malt liquors being passed around.
And they can't afford to
Pay their
know.
child support. Jay.
Wow, okay, that's messed up.
So, wait,
Damn, son.
give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, my man. So in the meantime, when he is gone, we are hosting a giveaway right now. It is continuing from the other day. I still have two access codes available for Fortnite. So if you are interested in the Fortnite Alpha Access, just leave your comment over in the comments and just say something like, "Oh, I want the Alpha Access," or something. It could either be during the live stream or after. It's up to you, but if you win or you comment, I guarantee the first person who's going to comment most likely is going to get that access code. I have two left. One thing to know about the access code: if you are a YouTuber, you are not going to be able to actually stream it or record any gameplay. It's still, I forgot what they call it. It's under a, what is it under? I forgot what it's called, but it just makes it so you're not able to stream any gameplay of it or share any gameplay of it in general. But I don't even know if I'm able to talk about it. That I'm not sure, but it's a fun game. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment. You don't have to subscribe to us. You could just, come check us out every now and then if you're interested in us. And also, we are going to be having special guests. So if you have you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You can just be a random person who's interested. You can come join us in on a conversation, because two people is kind of boring sometimes, but it just brings up more ideas and just in general when there's three people. So like what me and Noah, when we go back and forth, there's not a lot of thought process, but at the same time we're just trying to come up with ideas to keep the conversation going. And when there's a third person, that really helps in the process of all of that. So that would be really cool. So if you guys are interested in that and being part of the 1UP podcast, again, leave a comment telling us that you're interested. Also, another thing to note about that is that we do kind of want an older audience. So I know we're going to get some kids and stuff like that. But if you are interested, we want you to at least be 16 years old. You have to have a decent mic. Oh, welcome back.
Hello. Yeah,
And
you do have to have a decent mic, and you cannot curse every 5 seconds.
I do that shit. Get over it.
Well, actually, wait, it's not on my channel, so.
um, and what was I? God damn it! You always make me forget what I have to say. That's yeah. Like, don't curse too much, but it's cool to curse. Well, it's not cool. It's not the cool thing. But fuck, man, fuck me. Have a good mic. Be 16 years or older, and also just be up to date on just gaming news in general. You don't. What's up?
I'd say they should be 18 or older.
I say 16 just because I feel like that's who's going
legally, legal things.
What legal thing? We're not raping anybody. We're not talking about sex.
No. Like I'm not. But I mean, no, I mean like I don't know why rape came to your mind first. I was gonna say.
I have no idea why either.
I was gonna say 18 is like, I just don't feel comfortable interacting with people below the legal age because
but in the UK the legal age is 16, I think.
Well, this is America.
America, the home of the brave. Daddy. I say 16 just because I know they're going to have a little bit of, just a tad bit of experience under their belt. Right. I mean, you're 18. You can't really shit on a 16-year-old.
No, I'm just saying, like, they can be 18, 16, like, they're just legalities. I could not care less what their age is. It doesn't matter to me. But,
oh yeah, nothing matters. It matters.
Well, literally, I do not care about the age. Like, I can, like, hey, actually, wait, they can be below 18 as long as I don't know how old they are. Like, I don't want to know anything about them.
But that's the thing. We have to know a little bit about them.
You do.
No, like, when they're going to introduce themselves if they...
Right, they don't have to include their age. Just like I haven't. Just like you haven't.
I kind of, like, spilled the beans on your age just, like, 5 seconds ago.
No, you didn't.
I did. You're gonna watch this back. You're like, oh my god, he did.
Oh, honestly, I could care less. Yet again,
I am 22 years young.
Years young. I'm 18 years old and too far away from death.
Years young.
I have an approximate lifespan of about 60 years too long. But but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, with the whole, what were we talking about before you left? We're still talking about the VR, right?
Oh yeah, we were just about wrapping it up, I think.
Yeah, we were. So, what's your overall thoughts with VR in general, not just with the PS4?
I think it's gonna. Okay, so it's basically gonna follow like a bell curve. It's gonna get a little traction. Some people will buy it, some people will not. Then later on, when more and more games start supporting it, and it's easier to easier to use and integrate into the games you're already playing. Sales are going to go up, and they're going to gradually continue going up as time goes on.
Okay, well, one of the biggest games supports virtual reality right now, and that is Minecraft. You think that'd be a big selling point?
I mean, yes, because Microsoft owns Minecraft now. I think it would be.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I think it would be, but honestly, I think it's going to be...
Just imagine just all the little fucking 8-year-olds with fucking
VR headsets. I was gonna say, like, the people who play that game, and most of, like, I'm not saying it's mostly young children below the
pedophiles,
age of, like 15,
or pedophiles.
And so I doubt, not that they're gonna care. I mean, it's gonna be cool for them, but I mean,
I guarantee you they're gonna run inside with their little freaking school uniform on and tell them, "Mommy, I want the HTC 5."
This is exactly why I'm glad I don't have children and won't have children.
My son is awesome. He's a straight up gangster.
Your son is awesome, but mine might not be.
Yours will be bland and not care about anything. It's not even gonna cry. It's gonna sit there. He's like, I am unhappy right now. I am not thrilled with the gestures you are making right now. Please do not stare at me right now. It is making me feel awkward. He's just gonna come out of the freaking vagina talking, straight up.
Once again, very
with
disgusting.
with Poindexter freaking glasses.
Well, the thing is, like, my personality type is a sociopath, so that makes a lot of sense.
Oh my
Which means,
God.
like, I can imitate emotions very well. I just don't really have any.
I have emotions like out the ass, bro.
Right, and I can imitate yours and become
Do
an
it.
excellent talk show host.
Yeah. What do you? Wait. What do you mean? Imitate my emotions? Imitate me right now, man.
No. What I mean is, like, I can pretend to be interested in a topic. Like, I can pretend to actually be show. Like, I can engage people in like in riveting conversation when I want to. But
Okay. Well, I
when
mean, that's actually a good quality.
well, yeah,
That's
like I
that'd
said,
make a great salesman.
yeah, exactly. Like I can, and the thing is, like,
But
but
then
we're
again,
getting off
I'm good at
topic.
that shit too, just
Well,
because.
the thing is, like, I don't have emotions of my own. I honestly couldn't care less about what I'm talking about.
So, when you say that, you say your favorite, like you have favorite things, right?
I don't really. I have things that I will do more often than others, but I don't innately like them. They're just something to pass the time until my main goal of acquiring monetary gain is completed. And then I'll probably be more open to wasting my time doing things that aren't making money when I have money, but I have to wait until then.
I don't understand. You just boggled my mind, man. You
Wow.
boggled my mind. I
Yeah,
Jesus.
so like I said, Microsoft and VR are gonna go hand in hand. Definite Minecraft and Microsoft's VR are gonna go hand in hand.
Microsoft doesn't have a VR though.
No, I mean, like, if they Minecraft's VR support, I mean.
Okay.
If it's gonna be really cool for, like, remember those gaming shops back in the day that
Like,
you would go into just to, like, game?
you mean like Game Crazy?
Uh, yeah, probably.
Like the Hollywood video Game Crazy? You're making me
Probably.
feel really old.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, that would be really cool, like, because of the price point, every 8-year-old or 12-year-old or 15-year-old who wants it won't be able to get it right away.
Mm-hmm.
If they get it at all, they might get it for, like, a Christmas present, for example.
Yeah.
That I can see, but it's just gonna be very niche-ish. With the niche, like with the PC market, I'm betting that there's gonna be more sales in the PC market simply because, especially among the custom build people, because like me, like if I cared enough about the VR headset, I would have already pre-ordered one, but I don't. I care more about adding another graphics card or getting decent monitors.
Yeah, you need some new fucking monitors, man. Oh my God. You should see this guy's monitors. You
But
walk into his house and you think you back in the like the mid like 2001.
80s. Or I could add another 32 gigs of RAM to my 32 gig of RAM system with
Yeah,
a
that's just pointless.
5820K. Well, I do rendering work, so again, to make money. Like, everything I do is to make money. But
Like I swear, if you can like take, I don't know, you would resell toilet paper if it like
I literally would do it.
if there was like 1 cent that you made extra, you'd be like, fuck it, I'm reselling this shit.
Well, the thing is, like, if I buy it for like $1.50 and now it's on the market for $2, I'm gonna resell it.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? You're like some rip-off artist, aren't you?
Not really. It's
Like
just
at heart,
that-
if you were to own a store, you'd be a rip-off artist.
Well, the thing is, because things don't innately have value, they have value. Whatever the customer thinks is the price, that's the price. And the thing is, you have to make the customer think the price is higher than
So
it actually
on the
is.
price tag, it's gonna be like whatever you think it's worth.
You actually, on the lower items, it's gonna be that way. On the higher items, it's gonna be fixed. If I
they
had
they
a
go they
store.
go to the register. So how much is this? How much do you think it is? Then that's what it is.
Of course, there's gonna be a price limit, but they can pay. And of course, yeah, it's a very integrated system. But
that
yeah,
would be cool. That'd actually be pretty cool, to be honest.
yeah,
If something
Because,
like that existed.
yeah, but it won't.
Yeah, sadly. But instead, it's just like I could understand on higher end products.
Yeah,
There's a price, but on like candy and stuff, how much do you think this candy is worth?
Yeah, because
50 cents.
I guarantee you that dollar pop they're selling at McDonald's, it's not worth $1. It's worth 5 cents.
Well,
Literally, less
McDonald's,
than
they
that
get most of
even.
their shit for like a penny.
Exactly. And
So
plus,
they're
it's
just
just
nothing
water
but
with.
profit.
Right, exactly. So that sort of system would benefit because they are profit either way.
Yeah, definitely. But
Um,
all right, that kind of really wraps up what we wanted to talk about. It wasn't too much, but just because there wasn't really too much interesting stuff going down the pipeline in the gaming news this week. So we kind of just grabbed these topics so we can talk about them. We're not too interested in them, which is mainly why for all the pauses and stuff we're just like just because it's just not things we're actually I was really interested in the cross platform that really interested me. That spiked my interest because I want to play with my friends that have Xboxes and PS4s. I would like that very much. Like that. Now with the PlayStation VR I can care less. It was just it's an interesting topic for other people. Also, if you guys want to know the specifications for the PlayStation VR, it is 187 by 185 by 277 millimeters. The weight is 610 grams. The display is a 5.7-inch OLED panel. Oh wow, 960 by 1080. What? What? That's not even a full. That's not even a full. That's an odd resolution. What? It says 960 by RGB by 1080. Is that even 1080p?
it is. I mean, it is 1080, but because
It's okay. It's just gonna be a weird angle then. It's going to be short.
aspect
I take
ratio,
it.
you mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird aspect ratio most likely.
It's almost gonna be. Wait, well, is
Oh
that
wait, it
1080
says
by what?
it's per eye. It's 960
Oh,
by
okay.
1080
Per eye.
per eye, and it has 120 hertz field of view, 100 degrees sensor, 3-axis gyroscope, 3-axis accelerometer. I have no idea what any of that means,
An
which is why.
accelerometer is something that
Yes.
that detects movement in 3D space.
Okay.
So
yes,
basically,
okay.
it'll detect movement up, down, left, right, back, forth.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't care about any of that. I don't know anything like hardware wise when it comes to the virtual reality headsets, which is why we didn't really go over it
Yeah.
because honestly,
But the better.
just open it up and just look at it and be like, how the fuck does this work? Okay, I don't care because right now I look at my computer, like I understand the concept of how it works, but I'm just like, how? I still question how. Who thought of this?
Fine. If you if
Like you had to
knew
be on some crazy drugs to be like,
if you knew half of the blueprints I have stored in my machine, if you knew what half of them were, you would probably think the same thing.
what do you mean?
Like, I make blueprints for things I'm going to design when I acquire the monetary gains to do so. And one of them is basically heads-up display contact lenses, among other things.
Oh fuck!
Exactly.
Get out! Stop the stream! Stop it! We're done.
Well, yep, that's it. I will.
One more
I
question
guess,
for you though,
yeah,
Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Are your laughs real?
No, they're not.
You fucking asshole!
I'm
Don't laugh. It's
laughing
not
because,
funny.
well, the thing is, I'm laughing because it's a socially appropriate response.
God.
I can laugh, and it's going to
Ladies and gentlemen,
facilitate the conversation.
Noah is officially a robot. Yeah? You never thought of it like that.
Well, I used to think, like, people said I was weird until I looked up what a sociopath was, and that fit me exactly. But because, well, anyway, I was gonna say I wasn't diagnosed for it earlier because my family didn't believe in that sort of thing. They're closed-minded and just can't accept the fact that some people don't have the like waste of emotions that they do.
All right, well, that's the end of the podcast. We're ending on an odd note. But if anybody wants to be part of this podcast, just contact us either on Twitter. Our Twitter is on that overlay that you're going to see up at the top, I believe. And you could either leave a comment on this video. You could message us on YouTube as well, which I don't know why anybody does that. Actually, someone actually did, and he may be featured next week. I'm going to contact him later this week. Or you can contact us via email at 1UPGamingPodcast@gmail.com if you just want to make an inquiry or anything like that, or if you just want to say hi to us, that'd be awesome. So yeah, we're ending the podcast. My name is Jake,
And my name is Noah.
and peace.